Hello, everybody. Last week we talked about the importance of males in early childhood education. And I just want to say again, it's still important, okay? Very. Um, Today, I want to talk to both teachers and parents. And we are talking about today the importance of talking to children in complete sentences. ah, talk to your children like how me and you are having a conversation. That is the only way they will have a larger vocabulary. Okay? Stop all the man, eat, sleep. Stop it. Okay? Just stop. Night. Stop saying everything in 2 syllables. And teach your child their real name and not their nickname so they can know what they should be called at school. I just want to throw that in there while we're talking about speech and talking. That's important too. uh, Many times, especially in our communities, again, children are not developing a, speech appropriately. Look at me. I'm having a hard time with speech. No, but seriously, they're not developing it properly. And so we have to talk to them. Kids are like little people. You will be so surprised if you don't put your child in a box, how far they could take off, how much they could develop, what they could learn. And a lot of that starts with talking to them. Simply talking to them. I don't know if you notice, or if you have like infants and toddlers and you talk to them and you say, "Hey baby, how are you? What are you doing today? Mommy missed you." They're looking at your lips. They're looking at those words. They're listening and they're looking. And if you say it enough, or if you say hi, say hello, say, "Hey mama," they will repeat it back to you. I think recently, Tiana Taylor posted up something where she was speaking to her daughter, and her daughter was speaking back to her. Now, Tiana Taylor was she was freaking out. She was like, "Oh, this is weird," but it's not. That's how they talk. They develop in speech. They're listening to what you're saying, and then eventually, and her baby is very young, but that's what they do. And they're not saying everything clearly, but that is how they are learning. Okay. Another important factor in getting your child's speech and word count up is reading to them. I suggest that you read one book every night to your child before they go to bed. Before they go to bed, you read a book. I don't care if it's the same book every day until they know that book by heart and they just reading the words to you and y'all just talk. That's developing vocabulary and word count. Having conversations at dinner table. When you are disciplining, we're going to have a whole nother conversation about that. But you should be talking to them, okay? Getting down on their level. Hi. You see how, let me pretend that you're the child. Hey, you across the street or on the other side of the screen. How are you today? What's the matter? How do you feel? What's going on? You know, that as well. If you talk to them, not only are you developing their speech, but you're developing their social and emotional character. You know, having conversations does so much for a child that you don't even realize. Stop dismissing them. Stop being on the couch watching TV and your child trying to come up to you and you're like, oh, get out my face. You know, all of that stuff, you know. And us as educators, we should be having these conversations on a daily basis with them with everything that they do. We should be talking to them all the time. Do not talk to these kids in baby language. That's 2-syllable words. Hey, I say it's okay. Maybe you know, when they get towards 6 months, stop it. I don't want to hear it. You know, and that's me being nice. I really wanted to say 3 months. But all this, when to eat. You ready to go night? You ready to go sleep? You know, that type of stuff. No, use a complete sentence. Okay, little Timmy, it's time to go to bed. Turn off your TV. Let's read this book. It's time to go to sleep. Once you're finished reading, good night. Okay? Because instead of saying night, now he know that you're supposed to put good and night together, and night is just a form of slang. You know? We have to develop the vocabulary. Slang is cool, but we want to put more words. You know, like rappers can't be, even though these rappers do kind of say the same thing over and over and over in these raps, but don't you get tired of that? Don't you get tired of hearing the same thing? Oh, does it challenge you? Is it making you better? You know, think about those things. It's very, very important to talk normally to your child. So start doing that, okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Night.